This is the LXG Fantasy Football Update. And gentlemen, the draft is just 1 week away. That's right. On August 15th, 12 grown men will sit down, fire up their spreadsheets, crack open something cold, and proceed to absolutely ruin their chances of winning before week 1 even kicks off. And before we draft again, let's take a moment to honor the returning teams. And by honor, I mean absolutely torch this dumpster fire of a league. First up, the Chuckers. The Chuckers is out here trying to win a fantasy league with 3 players like it's a damn threesome. But the only one doing any work is Derrick Henry, while the other 2 just lay there like dead weight. This man's roster is so thin, even Henry's stiff arm can't keep the L's off him. Thunder Pussy 2. Thunder Pussy 2 came in all hype and heavy breathing, loud, wet, and ready to dominate. But now, they're getting clapped so hard weekly it's less thunder and more a soft queef in the wind. At this point, the only thing they're pounding is the refresh button, hoping someone on their bench accidentally scores Hooters and Looters. Hooters and Looters won the whole damn thing last year. Walked out of the strip club with the crown, the cash, and glitter in places we can't mention. But this season, they're showing up like a washed-up regular thinking last year's lap dance still means something. They're going to blow their budget in 5 minutes, draft like they are blackout, and will end up getting smoked harder than a backroom cigar. Backfield penetration. Backfield penetration came into the season all gas, no lube, trying to smash every lineup they see. But now the only thing getting deep is Justin Tucker, because the rest of this squad couldn't penetrate a Pop Warner defense with a bottle of KY and a blocking sled. And with Tucker gone, this team's offense is so soft, they're going to need Cialis just to cross midfield. Raw dog residue. Raw dog residue pulled up this season with no protection, no plan, and no returning players, just vibes, regrets, and the fantasy football version of a mystery rash. This team got railed so hard by the offseason, they're walking funny. The only thing they're spreading this year are L's and disappointment. Runs and throuses. Runs and throuses out here sounding like a bad night after Taco Bell and a cheap hookup, full of shit, sloppy execution, and leaving the league needing wet wipes. Their game plans got more holes than a gas station condom, and the only thing they're throwing is their season. Straight in the trash Vandelay Industries. Vandelay Industries out here claiming they're importing and exporting. But all they exported last season were L's, and all they imported was humiliation. George Costanza-level management, drafting like they were hiding under a desk and finishing so far in the basement, the league had to call a plumber. If fantasy football had HR, they'd already be fired for excessive workplace sucking. Dual City Football Club. Dual City Football Club really went full skid mark last season. Ran the entire loser's bracket just to get raw-dogged in the toilet bowl like it was a fetish. 0 wins, 0 dignity, and now their trophy's a plunger and a rash. They didn't just circle the drain. They swan-dived in and asked for seconds. TDs and beer, TDs and beer. More like A-cups and Appletinis. This squad promised big touchdowns, but showed up flatter Elliott Page. Their roster's so average, even the waiver wire's swiping left. The roster's got no bounce, no lift, and every Sunday ends with disappointment. Kinda like hooking up with someone who talks a big game, then takes their shirt off, and you're like, oh, King of Dicks. King of Dicks came in swinging like he owns the locker room, but the only crown he's wearing is made of disappointment and broken draft picks. This team's so bad, even Viagra can't get their lineup moving. And if he's the king, then this must be the saddest sausage fest in fantasy history. All balls, no points, and getting shafted weekly Saquon D's nuts. Blew his whole load last year like a teenager home alone with fast Wi-Fi. Now, broke, blue-balled, and rolling into the draft with a $12 budget and a dream. By week 3, he'll be out here offering foot picks for FAAB. And finally, the West Canaan Coyotes. The West Canaan Coyotes are out here playing fantasy football like it's varsity blues. Lots of hype, questionable coaching, and by mid-season, they'll be like mocks in the locker room. Pants down, confused, and getting absolutely railed by the standings. And the only scoring happening, with themselves in the dark after another blown lead. The draft is in less than 2 weeks. Degenerates. Stretch out, hydrate, and get ready to make terrible decisions that will haunt you until December.